Hey guys, it's Yumi.
And Miji.
And together we're Yumiji. Actually, this is the first time in a long time we actually do a video with like hardly like no makeup.
Hardly, we ain't wearing shit.
We ain't wearing no makeup.
I just got up from the sun and you just got out from work.
I just got from work. I don't wear makeup at work because our central AC is messed up.
She sweats like a pig.
Yes, I sweat really bad and
I was at my niece's and there was a pool and I was not about to try to wear makeup.
So, how was your week, love?
Tiring. I was sick again. I have a really shitty immune system. I got more hours at work because they ended up firing a girl because she kept messing up. It's about the highlight of my week.
I know what you feel like. I've been having to work 12-hour shifts because an employee quit. So yesterday was my last 12-hour shift and it was so good. But then I went to the track and Wednesday I worked out with Jamie, and yesterday when I went to the track my knee was hurting really bad. Because yesterday I was walking up the stairs and I was walking back down to get something to drink and my knee gave out. I almost fell down the stairs and I grabbed the railing.
Oh yeah, I did have a monster few in the van, but I didn't even get out of my driveway before it exploded. So
So guys, today our topic is
nerds.
Nerds, not the candy.
The candy's good though.
The candy's really good. But we're not talking about candy
the
nerds.
stereotype cliche
Of nerds. Yeah, because I was just thinking about that the other day. I love Star Trek. I love. If I can insert a picture here, I'll try it. If I can't, I'll leave a link down below where you can go look at one of me in my Star Trek uniform for Halloween last year.
Don't let her lie to you. It'll probably end up being Spock.
Whatever. But I love that uniform. But people are hateful. I mean, really, like.
And I love Doctor Who. I have a Doctor Who book bag. I have 2 different dresses. I have a screwdriver. I have a notebook. I have a ton of stuff. Granted, I haven't watched the classic Doctor Who. I'm still waiting for my boyfriend to catch up so we can go back and watch it all together. In case you haven't noticed, every time one of us talks, the other one's gonna make a weird face because we have no idea what to do while there's silence.
Yeah, we try to look serious and we can't. We can't. We have to do something.
But people are hateful about it, yeah.
Yeah, because automatically people expect when you're a nerd that you're a virgin.
You wear glasses.
You wear glasses. You don't leave out your house.
Everything you talk about is nothing but your fandoms.
Yeah. What else?
No makeup.
No makeup. I had one and I just lost it. But no guy. No, you're not attractive.
To anybody.
And anybody except other nerds. I mean, really? Really?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, in middle school, I was a big Harry Potter nerd. Big. I'm the one that cried in class when Dumbledore died. I mean, I bawled in science class. I was reading. We just finished a test. I still remember to this day. We were doing a test. I finished, so I took my book out to read it, and I read the scene where he died, and I lost it. Like, I bawled and I just cried. And my teacher was like, do you need to go to the bathroom? And I just cried, and I told her, Dumbledore died. How could this have happened? And I even cried when he died in the movie.
That was a horrible day. We had like, we even dolled up, put makeup on, and we sat there like...
We looked so good, but then I looked like a raccoon because I had like makeup running down my face. I cried so bad. But
it was us and one of our other friends at the time.
So so it's kind of like, I loved Harry Potter, and then I got into Star Trek after high school. And she is into Doctor Who.
And I don't know shit about Star Trek.
This
is about it. That's it. That's all I know.
It's my love.
That's it.
He's my future husband.
If I read a fan fiction, it could be anything. A random fan fiction, and it makes a...
Question.
No. It makes a
reference.
Thank you. It makes a reference to Star Trek. I'll stop reading, save the chapter, and go find her and be like, hey, they said this. What does that mean?
Because, okay, the biggest thing is, like, I want to ask you about, I don't want to call them fake nerds. I mean, I love the Marvel movies. I really do like them. She knows a lot more about the Marvel comics. So we make a really good pair because if something happens in one of the movies and I just do not get it, I can ask her and she will explain it movie way and then she'll explain it Marvel way. Like she'll explain it two different ways so I understand what's the difference. So, and sometimes I still don't get it, but at least she explains it to me. To ask you a question.
Yes.
What do you feel about real nerds, people who are actually fans, versus, I don't know how to explain it, not fake nerds. I don't want to call them fake nerds, but people who follow the trend of.
I want to punch them.
Okay.
The way I see it, there's two different types of fake nerds. There's the fake nerds like this one was. Oh, you know, this looks interesting. Let's watch the Marvel movies. Oh my god, I love the Marvel movies. Let me get more in depth. She actually asked me to go and search everything I could find about Black Widow.
Yeah, I love Black Widow. She is just so freaking sexy. But I wanted to know
her backstory.
The backstory of Black Widow because
spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Avengers 2, there will be a bit of the backstory in that. So we won't go into that part.
Yeah, we won't go into her storyline. But the thing is also I mean the question I'm asking is people who follow the trend.
That like it just because it's the
like the Marvel movies. Let's use the Marvel movies as an example because it just came out. Okay. The Avengers 2. But let's just the Age of Ultron. Ooh, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna link a video down below that you can watch us while we're waiting for the drive-in to open. But let's use the Avengers just as an example. People got really. You look too serious. People got really into it when the Avengers came out. So you never heard people talking about it. About any of the Avengers or wearing shirts until it became a hit movie. Mainstream. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. It became mainstream. So people started wearing it. I'm not saying because it kind of, gives props to it.
Like I was saying, I see two different kinds of fake nerds. The nerds who don't really know about it till it's mainstream, and then they're like, oh, okay, cool, this might be good, and they end up loving it, and they go all into it. They find out whatever they can, whatever. Those I don't care about. It's the people like, oh my god, I love the Marvel movies because the guys are hot. Or I watch it only to see Scarlett Johansson's boobs. Or I see it only to see Thor half naked. That's part of the reason why you like it. Yeah. But it's part of the reason.
Yeah, it's part of the reason. I honestly love the storyline. And I'm so excited when I went to see the Avengers 2, how they kind of brought them back together and evolved their storylines. So I really got into it that way. I honestly got into Star Trek before.
You realize you totally cut me off, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
But what I was saying, the people who were just like, the people who just want to go there because, oh my god, giant tits, or oh my god, sexy, or whatever, they just want to watch it to watch the people. I don't really understand you. I mean, if you want to see hot people, I get it, but I watch wrestling. I'm a giant wrestling fan. But at the same, she doesn't like wrestling.
I know.
You like Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy's hot.
But I don't care how hot a guy is or how hot the chick is. If I don't like I get it's fake. I get it's all scripted. But if I don't like their character, I'm not gonna root for them. I don't care how hot or sexy or whatever they are. If they shitty, they shitty.
Like, okay, going into that. I read Twilight before it became mainstream, and everybody wanted to read it. I think Taylor Lautner is freaking fine, but I still didn't really like the movies, and I didn't get into it. Why? I didn't like it. I didn't like the movies. The books were okay.
I didn't like the books. I couldn't even get through, what was it, the second one that you and our other friend made me read?
Yeah, but I didn't like the movie. So what she's saying is completely right. Just because you think somebody's hot,
or because it's the cool thing to do.
Yeah, and my thing is, I liked Star Trek before the movie came out. So I started watching the original series. I loved it, and then the movie came out, and then automatically everybody was like, "Oh, you love Star Trek because you watched the movie," and I'm like, honestly, I haven't. No, it wasn't the movie came out. I haven't even watched the movie at the time because I wasn't into Star Trek at the time. But then I watched the original series. I really liked it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go watch the movie.
Didn't our former teacher get you into that? Or?
Yes, our former teacher did get me into Star. Not she didn't. Her mom did.
Ah.
I went to visit Alabama, and I got sick, and I couldn't go out and do anything. So she was like, "Oh, look through the movies," and I saw Star Trek, and I'm like, "Oh, whatever. I don't feel good. Let me sit down." And to this day, if I feel sick, I still will lay down and watch the original series. I like it.
Don't let her lie to you. She's just staring at Spock.
I am.
She's a fangirl. She's one of those fangirls half the time I do want to punch because it's, oh my god, look, Spock's talking. Oh my god, wait, what happened? But she does actually know the series. She does actually know everything. I gotta go ask her about the captain.
Oh, okay.
Who's the captain?
Kurt.
I can ask her something about her.
But I liked him. I liked him. Like her, she likes Doctor Who. I've watched a couple of episodes and they're okay, but they're not. I'm not automatically gonna jump into it. Which doctor do I think is hot?
The one with the bow tie or
yes,
the one with the glasses?
The bow tie.
She likes Matt Smith, the love doctor.
Oh, he is so cute. But just because I think he's cute does not mean I'm gonna like get into it because I just don't like it. And we're friends. And okay, the stereotypes. We're both not virgins.
Nah, I got a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's not the Virgin Mary, so you know how that happened.
No, it's no toys, so.
So, we're not ugly.
I don't think we are.
I don't think we are either. We're attractive. We attract the opposite or the same sex.
I will actually lean into one of the stereotypes. Does not leave the house. If I don't have to, I don't leave my house. I'm a hermit by nature.
I am to a certain extent, but not really.
Likes meeting people.
I like interacting. I do work in the hotel industry, so I meet people every day at my job. But the stereotypes are actually kind of mean. I mean, we were both bullied, and if you haven't watched our bullied video, we'll put it down below. I put hers under her face, and I'll put mine under my face. But we were both bullied for what we liked. I mean, I love books.
No, you were bullied for what you liked. I was bullied by my last name.
Yeah.
I have a awesome last name.
Yes, it's great. But have you ever been bullied? Have you ever been called a nerd, but not even in a nice way? Like, you're a nerd.
You're a nerd.
I like nerds. But have you ever been bullied, or you know, are you a nerd? What kind of nerd do you fall into?
Nerdum.
And it does not matter if you are a mainstream nerd. We don't care. We don't judge.
And I'll be honest.
That's how I actually become a fan of certain things by the mainstream. I'm not gonna lie.
Like Lord of the Rings, I hadn't even heard about it, and then in high school, the literature teacher made us watch all 3 movies because it had every type of blasted. I can't remember anything. Architect types. I think that's what it's called. Don't hold me to that. I have no idea what it's called. It was like the villain, the protagonist, the antagonist, the climax, anticlimax. All those. It has every single one of them just in one movie. But he managed to get it so we could watch it for like 9-10 days straight. And I fell in love with Lord of the Rings that way. Well, guess what? Once we finished the movies, I went and checked out the books. I also read The Hobbit. Mm. I love those
Sorry.
I love those books. And I love the movies.
Yeah.
So, I understand if you get through, like, we get, you know, you can become a nerd through the mainstream, but don't just be like, oh my god, it's hot, therefore I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, like, I'm the same way, but I'm opposite. I actually got into Harry Potter with my mom one day took me to Walmart, and she just said get a book because she knows I love to read. So I went and I searched and searched, and I saw the Sorcerer's Stone. I got it. I loved it. I honestly got obsessed, and I ended up, my mom, we were kind of poor at the time, but my mom ended up slowly letting me buy the whole series, and I still have them upstairs.
And
then my stupid self at the time was like, I could have just went to the library and rented them for free. But I didn't think of it, and my mom was really great. She bought me all the books, and I became obsessed. And then the movies came out, and I loved the movie. That's one of the movies I can always say I was not upset about. I'm the kind of person that reads a book and watches a movie, compare and contrast. I was not upset about Harry Potter books and the movies. I was not. I love them both. But, you know,
I've never read the Harry Potter books, but that was a promise I made to my grandmother. She was my meemaw. She's not related by blood, but she adopted me as like her grandkid because I lived right next to her. She was one of those very Christian ladies that Pokemon was the devil. Red Black was the devil, like one of those super Christian ladies. Like, even on her deathbed, she still wanted to go to church. Like, I'm pretty sure if she could have, she would have went to church. But that was one thing she made me promise, was never read the books. I've never read the books because of it.
I remember I was missing 3 books of the series, and it was my birthday. I mean, it was not my birthday, I'm sorry, it was Christmas. So my mom was getting layaway put together, because by that time we knew Santa Claus wasn't real. My mom bought us our presents, but she took me and she's like, I'm the hardest person to buy for. Until, just give me a gift card to Amazon and I'm fine. But at the time, I didn't have a Kindle. So my mom said, buy as many books as you want, only 5. As many books as you want, but only 5. 5 to me was like a lot of books. So I chose the last 3 of the Harry Potter books I needed and 2 other books. Well, there was this older lady there who saw me getting Harry Potter, and she got into my mom's face about it. Like, are you buying that for your daughter? You know, that's the devil, da-da-da-da, which my mom was like, I think my daughter's smart enough to know that it's not real. And the lady was just staring at her like, I can't believe you're doing that. My mom was like, she likes it, so what? She knows it's not real. And I knew Harry Potter. The reason I loved Harry Potter was I felt like him. Not wanted, picked on, not really fit in with your family, thinking that you're special but you don't know, and then he becomes it was like great. I'm not gonna get all into it. If you haven't read it, I would advise y'all to read it or watch the movies. And if you haven't watched the movies or read it, where have you been? I can't say that because I hate the Lord of the Rings.
Alright guys, but the main thing about all this was, it wasn't just about the real nerds versus the fake nerds or anything like that. I don't know why I did that to you. But the whole thing about it is, be proud of being a nerd. You know, there's a whole lot. So what if you're addicted to something that makes you a bit different? It's, in my opinion, it's better to be addicted to Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, Star Wars.
Why'd you have to say that? It's like a house divided.
You know, Supernatural, Harry Potter, Firefly, you know, whatever.
I love Firefly.
Books, math, whatever. I hate math. But whatever you're addicted to, you know, it's better to be addicted to something like that than something like drugs or alcohol or whatever.
That is really true. And
it's a better way to go broke.
And look, and if you are getting picked on at school or everyday life because of what you love, guess what, guys?
It don't matter.
There's a Comic-Con, okay? There's a lot of people out there
that are just like you.
And there's nothing wrong with you. We're nerds, and we are happy.
I don't think we have other than the Marvel movies, I don't think our nerdoms actually clash in any way.
No, I mean
we both love Harry Potter, but she likes the Harry Potter books and movies. I just like the movies. And then Marvel, but.
So, you know, comment down below. Let us know what you are a nerd of. And I don't know, I'm excited to see what you guys got to say. And guess what, guys? We have a great announcement next month. It would be we're going to have a month topic that we're going to be speaking on the whole month of June. I'm not going to tell you. Should we tell them, or should we let them be surprised?
Let's tell them next Sunday.
We'll let you know next Sunday of what our...
Or wait, would it be Wednesday? Because Wednesday would be the one that actually kicks off the month. We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. I'm sorry, guys. I got confused. But we're going to have a month's topic of June, and that's what we're going to be speaking on the whole month. It's going to be kind of exciting. I have been doing my research.
That's scary.
That is very scary. I've been doing research on the topics we're going to have. We have a couple of different topics, and we're excited that way y'all can get to know us a little bit more. And we love you guys. And
be safe.
Wanna kick it off?
Be safe with the nerdoms.
Be safe.
Enjoy your fandoms.
Enjoy your fandoms, guys. Bye. Bye.